Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so recently I started a series on different frostings and fillings, and today we're going to be making a very delicious frosting. No, filling. It can be used as a frosting and also as a filling. So let's get started, guys. It is delicious and you're going to love it. So guys, today we're going to be making my favorite chocolate fudge filling, and I love this filling. I'm not exactly a chocolate person, but I love this filling because it's chewy and it is gooey and like thick and chocolatey, and whatever you add condensed milk to is going to just be the bomb. Okay, so today this filling is going to have just 3 ingredients, and then except you're counting salt, then 4. Okay, so we're going to be needing some cocoa powder, some condensed milk, and some butter, and of course a weighing scale, because you need to be able to measure properly if you want to, get the right things when you cake and stuff. Okay, so we're going to be needing a saucepan, and it's very important for you to use non-stick because it makes your life a lot easier, and your filling is not going to stick and then have clumps and lumps of burnt stuff in it. Okay, so today we're going to be using cocoa powder, and we're going to be measuring out 50 grams of cocoa powder. And it's important the quality of the cocoa powder that you use. Yeah, there's some things you should not go cheap on as a baker, because it will show in the end result of what you're baking. Yeah, this is one of the best cocoa powders in Ukraine. I mean, Ukraine, that's Eastern Europe, and like this is one of the best cocoa powder you can buy. So if you see this, make sure to buy it. It's really nice and very chocolatey and like not too full of cornstarch and stuff. Okay, so today we're going to be needing 50 grams of cocoa powder, good quality cocoa powder, or you can use Dutch processed cocoa powder. This is natural cocoa powder. Dutch process is very nice because it's very very chocolatey, almost to a fault. So depending on what kind of cocoa powder you have, try to buy the best one as much as you can. Okay, so today we're going to be needing 50 grams of cocoa powder, and then we're going to be measuring out 200 grams of condensed milk. Condensed milk is not really I don't know, if you're going to be buying condensed milk, the more the percentage of milk in it, the better. Let me give you an example. Like their condensed milk, the one I'm using today is about 28%. Their condensed milk that are about the one I'm using today is 8.3%. Sorry, you want to use between 8 to 10. Yeah, I think the maximum I've seen of condensed milk is about 10. So you want to don't use those ones that are like 5. Like, what's the point of low fat condensed milk? It's already full fat because there's so much sugar in it anyway. So if you're going to be using condensed milk, make sure you buy the full fat one, because that way you have more, it's better, just better. Anyway, so we're going to be using 200 grams of condensed milk, and then you're going to put your saucepan on very low heat. I made a mistake here. It was a little bit too hot, so don't be like me. So you want it to be very low heat, otherwise it will burn almost immediately it touches the pan. I want you to notice, like, it already burns immediately it touches the pan, and then you're going to be having lumps in your fudge filling, so you don't want to have lumps. So make sure it is very low heat, and then you stir. And then once this is done, you want to add your cocoa powder to it and stir. Yeah, at this stage it might begin to look like there's more cocoa powder and you should add more condensed milk. No, you don't have to. Don't worry, just stir it. The more you stir it, the more it becomes combined. It's just like mixing butter and icing sugar. You kind of, when you're making American buttercream, it kind of looks like the icing sugar is too much, but it is not. Just keep mixing it. So that's the same thing you want to do here. So it kind of looks like the cocoa powder is a little bit too much, and you might be tempted to add some more condensed milk. Don't be, just stir it. When you stir it really well, and you want to make sure it's on very low heat, otherwise this will burn really fast. I know when chocolate burns, like, it has this ridiculously annoying smell, so you don't want that. So just keep stirring it, yeah, and it will come together with time. The more you stir, the glossier it becomes, and then it starts to have like lumps in it first, but don't worry, just keep stirring it. Like, it will get better and become really glossy and gooey and just nice. So okay, so guys, if you want to try out my other cake fillings that I use for my customers and stuff, I'm going to put the link right up here for you guys to my fruity filling. I have this berry fruity filling that I use for my cakes most times, and I want to fill my cakes with fresh berry compote and stuff. It is so nice and just delicious, like absolutely delicious. Okay, so if you want to see how I made that, click on the link right up here. It says click on me. Yeah, click on that. You're going to see how I made that. And like, if you see that and you like it, please leave me a comment. Thank you. Okay, so if you notice, it's beginning to kind of want to stick, but don't worry, just keep stirring it. Kind of want to stick. Anyways, just keep stirring it. It's not going to stick. The more you stir it, the better and glossier it gets. So when it gets to this consistency, yeah, you want to just keep stirring it until you break every tiny lump in it. Like, you don't want to leave it for too long, otherwise it will become like, it will stick to your pan even though your pan is non-stick. So that's the reason why you want to use non-stick pan, because imagine you're using like a stick pan, it will really stress you out, so you don't want that. Okay, so to this, you're going to turn off the heat so it doesn't burn, because while you measure out your butter, you can't be stirring at the same time because you don't have 4 hands. So you're going to measure out 350 grams of butter, and you're going to add it in 2 halves. So now this is 350 grams of butter, and then we're going to add half first and then stir. And you want to make sure you measure properly. It's very important. Like, I can't overemphasize the importance of proper measurement, so you want to make sure you measure appropriately. Okay, so you want to take half of your butter and pour it inside your saucepan. The heat in the in the condensed milk and cocoa will already start to melt your butter, so you don't exactly need heat for this part. So, but you can use very little though, just, you know, to speed the process on and stuff. So you want to stir it first in case some already stuck to the bottom of your pan before while you were measuring out the butter. So add half of the butter and then just start to, you know, mush it with your spatula and stir. Okay, so if you're a beginner on this channel, maybe you're not really used to decorating cakes and stuff, I have awesome content for you guys on this channel. I have almost 300 videos for you on this YouTube channel. It's amazing, yeah? Yes, I know. So there's a lot of content for you if you're a beginner, if you're an intermediate, if you are you know, an expert. I have tips and tricks on how to do like the most complex things in the easiest way. So make sure to follow me and, you know, to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up on every video you watch, because it means a lot to me. Okay guys, if you notice it's beginning to come together, you're going to notice at first that the oil looks like, the butter looks like it's separating, but don't worry, all you have to do is stir. And yes, it can take a lot more butter, so, you know, there's no such thing as like little butter, so the more you add, the better. Okay, so now that we're at this point, we're going to add our remnant butter and then start to stir again. Yes, and make sure to put your, you know, your cooker on low heat so it doesn't burn your fudge frosting, because if it burns it even a little, you're going to have a bitter aftertaste, and you don't want that, because you want it to be fudgy and delicious. Yep. Okay, so you want to stir this as much as possible and you don't want it to burn. Just keep stirring it until it absolutely combines, and that's all you have to do, and you have this amazing fudge frosting that is awesome. I'm telling you guys, it is awesome. Yeah, it's not even looking very awesome here because it's still a little bit liquidy. When you leave it for a while and like come back, maybe like when it cools down and stuff, it is very fudgy and just very joey. If I don't know if you understand the meaning of the word joey, if you're Nigerian, you know what I mean. Okay, so like it's very nice and very thick and just amazing. So this is the consistency you're going for, and don't worry, it's still going to, you know, thicken up once it cools down. So you want to clean your bowl where you're going to store it. Usually when I do this, I make it in large batches and stuff, so like it's a lot easier for me that way. Okay, so you want to just pour this into like a bowl for it to cool down, and then once it cools, you're going to see the actual consistency of your cake filling. And then you don't want to just leave it uncovered, because that way it's going to form a film on top, and you don't want there to be a film on top. You want to have like a nice smooth, you know, cake filling that is, you know, just perfect. So you want to take your cling film, just cut a little bit of it and like cover the top, and make sure the cling film touches the surface of your fudge filling, because like that way like it won't form a film on top and everything. And so that's all you have to do, guys. So if you try this filling out, please leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think. So thank you guys so much, and please make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Like, what are you waiting for? I have amazing content for you guys. I have all sorts of things for you on this channel, and I make videos every day. Like, yes, it's a lot of work, but every day. So thank you guys. Make sure to give me a thumbs up underneath this video, and I will see you in my future videos. Bye.